Good evening. Thanks for letting me be with you tonight. I hope to be here in person, but that not being possible, I chose to come to you in the incredibly relevant medium of video. Now, most of you would normally recognize me as one of the pastors at Some of You Community Church, but today I come in a scientific, really cool lab coat with some cool scientific things on the pocket, standing in front of all these scientific apparati. And you're probably wondering, why am I here and what am I doing? Well, I am here because I want you to know about one of the most significant things I think going on campus this fall. And it is the Creation Noonie, which happens every Thursday in Clark 213. Now, I know at this point you're asking yourself, what is a Creation Noonie? Well, a Creation Noonie is where we engage with some of the most fascinating, fantastic, philosophically relevant, and fun facts of science. We will ask questions like, where did life come from? And is it true that hydrogen is really just a colorless, odorless gas, which if given enough time, turns into people? We will look at things like sulfur and carbon and gases and say, is that enough to explain you? We'll look at issues of design, and we will look at questions such as, what's the difference between this and this? And what does that have to do with this? A trilobite, which is supposedly hundreds of millions of years old. We'll look at issues of age. We'll talk about C14, radiometric dating. We'll look at the dinosaurs. We'll ask, where do they fit in the evolutionary story and in what we understand from the Bible? We'll ask ourselves important questions such as, how long would it take for one of these to turn into one of these? Or, even more importantly, one of these. We're going to look at questions such as, what's the difference between microevolution and macroevolution? And to do that, we're going to get help from our very important friend, the amazing scientific Mr. Potato Head. And as we watch Mr. Potato Head, along with Mrs. Potato Head, get together and propagate down through the generations, we will learn what can and cannot happen through change over time. Thank you, Mr. Potato Head. Now, we will also look at issues of complexity and irreducible complexity and the second law of thermodynamics. We will do experiments such as what happens when you take a complex system and apply random energy. Better or worse. And all this will happen through the amazing medium of cutting-edge, full-color PowerPoint. Video lectures with fascinating videos such as Unlocking the Mystery of Life, Flood Geology, Icons of Evolution, and one of my very favorites, Mount St. Helens, Scientific Evidence for Catastrophe. We will have lectures with fascinating speakers, or at least one fascinating speaker. And most of all, what's probably been on your eye through most of this commercial, every week, homemade, created chocolate chip cookies. Nothing evolved here, nothing given enough time for anything like that at every single Creation Noonie. So let me ask you, invite yourself, invite your friends. We again are going to look at some amazing questions and you will get amazing answers. Thursdays, C213 Clark, Creation Noonie. Be there.